What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building, honey. And this time, honey, I'm back with a recap of Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 6. I will have the episode in the description, honey. Yes, honey, Miss Robinson is back in town, honey. Okay, we was out in Chicago. We was in the ATL, honey. It was just a crazy trip. Oh my God, honey, it was just such a learning experience though for your girl, but my kid enjoyed it. I'm so happy, I was able to spend that time with her and to bond more with her. That's something I would like to do in the future, just maybe pop up in y'all cities, honey, and meet up with y'all. That way we could sit down and see each other, honey, and have some lunch, honey. Okay, some lunch or some dinner. I would love to do that. I can meet you all and we could interact, in a very personable way. So maybe we will, get that together for the future. Maybe have somewhere in particular in your many different cities, right, that we meet up and we eat and chop it up. So I think that would be really cool to do that in the future. But anyways, honey, let's get to this episode. This episode was crazy, honey. Miss Robinson was here for when Mia and Ashley got into it. I loved every bit of it. It was a good ass tennis match. That damn G is off the hook. He is so crazy. I feel like I've met G before. I don't know what it is about that man, but I think that Mia is a great addition to this show. I really do. She brings a lot to this show. It's a lot of baggage. It's a lot of shit from the past with her mom, right? But all the shit makes for a interesting personality on this show. It really does, honey, because it's enough drama, honey, for us to keep up with. My favorite part of this episode, though, was Gizelle and her daughters, honey. I spit my drink out when them daughters read her for filth, told her ass she was emotionally unavailable. I told y'all several times that Miss Gizelle Bryant was emotionally unavailable, and y'all didn't want to believe Miss Robinson, honey. I know some of y'all rolling your eyes, sucking your damn teeth. Okay, but I told y'all there was something wrong with Jizzy. Okay, but I'm gonna actually play the audio, you guys, from her and her daughters and the counselor, because that was my favorite part. When it came to Ashley scenes, I just wanted to fucking skip them. I'm so sick of Ashley and Michael and their lack thereof of sex life. And girl, get your coins, divorce that man. Like Mia said, get you a big black dick, honey, okay? Because that's what you need, okay? I'm with Mia, honey, okay? And then you will stop taking these goddamn kids of yours everywhere with you. I'm like, goddamn, you got a baby at the therapist's office. Damn, Ashley, shit, you can take the baby to daycare for a few hours. Woo. But anyways, honey, without further ado, let's get to this episode. I'm going to try to get through everything quicker, you guys, because I really want to get to Gizelle's part, because Gizelle's part in this episode to me was the most important, honey. It really hit home for me, because I have been in a relationship with someone that was emotionally unavailable. I know, me personally, I've been emotionally unavailable. So I just really cannot wait to get to that. So let's get on with this review. Okay, so the couples are on their way back to the house. They all are tired and they all are yelling GVO, honey. Ray looked like he ready to fall out. Okay, Ray is like, this is not the life I'm supposed to be living, honey. I'm supposed to be watching Sanford and Son on replay. I ain't supposed to be around all you fools. Ray is a man of a particular age, honey. Okay, shit. Ray like, I need a nap, shit, after being around all of y'all clowning and acting a fool for most of the day. Okay, so we got Wendy. She is going to have some caterers prepare dinner for them, and they're going to be eating outside. They're going to have this big crab boil. We got Gizelle and Robin. They back in their rooms. I'm looking at Gizelle like, bitch, you keep complaining about your room and how unfinished it is, how you ain't got no bathroom. And I'm like, shit, this should be par for the course for you. You in that damn house you in, and you still remodeling. And shit ain't where it need to be. So, girl, make it make sense, okay? Shit, you know that you already live this type of life, Gizelle, where shit is unfinished and undone and the restroom is downstairs around the corner. If you don't get your ass up, I was irritated with her and Robin. I was sick of them fucking complaining. I'm like, y'all shouldn't have fucking came. You really shouldn't have. You have no right to be late and do all that complaining. Now, guys, had they came on time and complained, that would have been different. And, Robin being on her period, you know, I can kind of understand Robin's attitude a little bit more, but I'm just looking like, child, y'all was late. Okay, don't nobody want to hear nothing from y'all. But yeah, honey, they still complain about Wendy. They ain't got no bathroom. Their room is just like Candace's, except they ain't got no bathroom. I'm like, you hoes expect way too much, honey. And I did a community post where I asked you guys, do you guys think that Wendy was a horrible hostess? I don't feel like Wendy was horrible at all. I really don't. I think what's going on is Gizelle and Robin, they're still mad at her, right? And Wendy is still mad at them. I feel like everybody kind of has the right to be mad at each other. Okay, we see each other. Oh, and really quick, guys, did you guys see the trailer to Portia Williams' new show? That shit looks crazy. Okay, we go talk about it. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of sick of hearing about Portia and Simon, honey. I was just so disgusted, honey. But Miss Robinson a little nosy, just a little bit. I want to see what the show is gonna give me, okay? So they all sit down outside to eat. It's kind of dark at this point. I guess it's really cold. People have blankets on them. I'm like, why the hell are y'all outside anyways? But I guess they want Karen to jump out of the damn cake for Ray. Anyways, G begins complaining that it's too cold for him, so he goes inside. So while at dinner, Ashley gets to talking to Eddie about, his relationship with his family and, is there any new updates as far as that? And Eddie says he has been in talks with his mom. I was really happy to hear that. He said that she actually called him and, they have been kind of talking and working on their relationship. Wendy mentioned that, they have missed their wedding and the birth of their 3 children. And, she's just hoping that Eddie can work things out with his family because it's really been painful for him to not have his family in his life, while he's living his beautiful life with his wife and his children. So, yes, I wish Eddie nothing but the best. And Eddie, I need you to call Miss Robinson, honey, okay? Because I got something for you, okay? That's if you sick of Wendy, honey, okay? Call me when she sleep. So Wendy pulls Karen and Eddie away from the table because she's going to go off with them so she can learn how to jump out of this damn cake that they have for Ray, okay? I'm like, why y'all trying to kill Ray off? Y'all know that shit go get that man a heart attack, okay? He gonna be Mr. Fred G. Sanford himself. Okay, so while Wendy is whisking Eddie and Karen off, at the same time, we got G, Mia, and Gizelle. And G gets to talking about it's a whole bunch of shit he could be doing right now, like sleeping, so they kind of pan the camera onto Ashley, because y'all remember when they was on that little bus, G got on Ashley for sleeping. So Gizelle, her messy ass, she brings up the fact of, well, why you bringing up sleeping? Didn't you and Miss Ashley just get into it over that? Gizelle says to G, I thought you apologized, for making all those sleeping jokes about Ashley. And G says, well, I did, shit, but I don't take back what I said. I said what I said. I was like, I know that's right, G. Okay, shout out to my girl Nene Leaks, honey. That's Nene's quote. G begins playing dumb. Well, what was the issue? Ashley says, well, when you were picking on me when I was sleeping in the corner, minding my own business. So G gets to saying, honey, what corner? And then Ashley was like, on the bus. He was like, what bus? Child, they had Miss Robinson in tears. So Ashley was like, well, shit, do you got amnesia? Okay, you got Alzheimer's? What the hell? Like, what's wrong with you, honey? Mia jumps in and she's just like, Ashley, those are very rude comments to make about somebody's husband, especially when you are married to an older man yourself. Then her and Ashley get into it, honey. And Miss Robinson, honey, was here for it. Robin was here for it. Robin was cracking up. I was cracking up too. G lets Ashley know, he was just playing with her. I think G was just playing too, but it was probably, honey, the wrong time to play, honey. Okay?
Alzheimer's disease, and I did not. I was not saying it. And you should never wish that and say, I was saying, why are you talking to me like we weren't on the bus together? I said amnesia first. I don't have to. Do you have selective hearing? I know what I said.
Ashley is a fool, and Ashley wanted all the smoke, honey. Miss Robinson was here for it. Y'all know I'm not Ashley's biggest fan, honey, but she was holding her own, okay? Ashley ain't no punk, okay?
I know what I said. So, where's your husband?
Oh, Mia. Now, honey, baby, if you're anything like Miss Robinson, honey, that took you back to Basketball Wives, where OG asked Kristen, where's your husband? Oh, he's at home with our baby. Here go OG. Is he? That just took us back down memory lane, okay?
At home with my children. Are you sure?
Damn, she got you, Ashley. She got you. Got your ass, Mr. Postman, because we know Michael is out somewhere now fingering some insect, honey, taking advantage of some animal, honey, okay? He done left the humans alone, honey. He said he don't want no more court cases, okay? Shit.
Ashley,
all this nature out in the world.
chest at the girls and they're just supposed to sit back and take it. But honey, Mia is too big to just sit back and take anything. She's gonna let you have it.
No, I'm a bit confused with Candace, right? Y'all know I love Candace. I go up for Candace. But Mia is not that big the way that she makes her out to be. I was a bit confused with that. It's one thing to talk about somebody's big ass feet, right? But Mia is not big. So maybe Candace is comparing her size to Mia's size. Is that what's going on, guys? Because I was just like, why she keep calling this girl big? But yes, I was so tickled with Mia and Ashley, honey. But honey, Candace was getting her damn life. She said, honey, I'm just going to eat my mashed potatoes and my corn and just let them go back and forth, honey. Thank God this does not concern me, honey, okay? Child, and Mia got to saying that Ashley needs some big black dick and, you know, she needs to try that. I agree with Mia. I really do. Ashley, you need to get you a black man, okay? You need to go on back home, honey, to where you came from. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just so sick of her with Michael, you guys. Oh my God. Ashley, you need some color in your life, honey. Okay, I know you didn't put no color in them kids, but your next man, I'm with Mia, honey. He need to be black, honey. Okay? Eddie Black. Okay? Child. Oh, how you doing, Eddie? Y'all see how flirtatious Miss Robinson is, honey. My mind is always on Eddie, okay? I need to focus.
Oh, again, we're on a couple's trip. Why haven't I met your husband? Are you embarrassed by him? Plus, we're on a freaking vacation. Why are you asleep anyway? If you're so damn tired, take your ass back home.
I agree. I'm with Mia on that. And Michael has not been around. He keeps trying to make it seem like, oh, he has such a problem with the Bassett's, with Chris and Candace. No, Michael, you are embarrassed that you have showed your ass in front of this group, and you got all these court cases, and yeah, you done got up out of some shit, but I think Michael is embarrassed by his behavior. I don't know if he's embarrassed enough to stop, because isn't there like some other scandal about to come out on him? But I think that's more or less what it is. Okay, so next, Karen finally comes out of the damn cake, and Ray damn near had a panic attack, honey. He was excited, though. Why Gizelle gonna say that Karen should have been naked and should have had some whipped cream on her nipples, and then she backtracks and says, ugh, did I really just imagine that? Yes, Gizelle. Okay, so next we see Mia and G. They're in the house, and Mia is just like, well, I never want to feel like I'm defending you, when you are in conflict with one of my friends. And I'm just looking like, you his wife. Of course you should defend your man. He should defend you. I didn't, have no issue with it. But I guess G, he wanted to, handle things with Ashley on his own. But I'm looking like, G, it looked like you needed a little bit of help, honey. Okay. Y'all get down in the comments. Let Miss Robinson know, who did you feel was wrong between Ashley and G? Whose side are you on? Let me know. So Robin and Gizelle, they finally leave, after complaining about how, Wendy was such a horrible hostess. And I'm like, y'all shouldn't have brought y'all ass, okay? Good night. So next, honey, we see Wendy and Candace. They sitting up, honey. Was they eating some cookies or some crackers, honey? Miss Robinson couldn't see that well, but they get to talking about the trip and how Gordon, honey, Mr. G Money himself, he made the trip. Yeah, G made this trip very interesting, and I was entertained. That damn Gordon and Mia, honey, they are a mess, but they are a good mess for this show. Okay? They are. Okay, guys, so really quickly, we see all the ladies receive a wedding invitation for Karen's renewal of her vows to Ray. They're celebrating, I believe, 25 years of marriage. And Karen did it in such an interesting way, honey. She had caterpillars in the damn box, and the box was jumping around on folks' porches. Did y'all see Robin and Juan, how Robin and Juan's son had locked Juan out of the house? Juan was trying to get back in to get away from the damn caterpillars. I was cracking up. That was so cute and funny. Gizelle was with her daughter, one of her twins. That was funny too. You got Mia and G. They flipping out too. It was just crazy. Child, we see Robin and Ashley, they have a conversation later about Karen's little wedding invitation that she sent out, and Robin said, why she send us them dead moths? Ashley was like, girl, those wasn't moths, those was caterpillars. I was cracking up. Okay, so next we got Gordon and Mia. Now, there were some issues with Mia's mom keeping the children. I told y'all what I thought it was. I thought that she didn't like Mia like that, and I wasn't wrong. And hell, it don't look like she liked the grandkids like that. Maybe they are a bit too much for her. I guess the mother had wanted to walk out, and it really triggered Mia to go back into her past of how her mother abandoned her, and she kept getting interrupted from her little anniversary staycation. G didn't like that. I guess he had some words with the mom and was like, why you keep calling us? Why you can't figure it out? And the mom was just like, the hell with that, G. These is your kids. Mia was disgusted and hurt by the whole situation. I guess when they finally got home, the mom, just left out the house real quick. Okay, she was like, I'm sick of this. Okay, go away from me with this. Okay, Mom Dukes didn't want to be bothered. Mia is just like, oh hell no, she can't keep my children no more. G mentioned how the mother was attacking him and he was standing there taking it. Gee, I don't know if I believe that. You just stand there and take it, honey. All that mouth you got, I don't know, G. They gonna have to show Miss Robinson some footage of you just taking it. But yeah, I'm with Mia and G, And then again, though, I don't know how bad that child is, but I'm like, grandmother, figure this shit out. Old school. They know what to do with these children, honey, okay? A lot of these old school people do, but I guess Mia mother don't, honey, okay? She ain't used to them like that, okay? Mia feels like, her and her mom were making some strides in their relationship, but she's sad and disappointed that they are right back where they left off, which is not really being in the best of places. What I think about that is, Mia, you just have to accept your mother for who she is, right? And she either wants to be bothered with you and your children, or she doesn't. And if she doesn't, she's gonna make excuses to get away from y'all. So I would, give her some time and see if you could repair it. I would try one last time, because it looked like it really hurts Mia that, she can't have this relationship with her mom. So yeah, try one more time, girl. And then, you may have to let go and let God, honey. Okay. God said go. Shout out to Melody Hope. Yeah. You may want to just leave it alone, honey. You don't want to rack your brain and, diminish your big, beautiful world that you have created for somebody that gave birth to you, and for them to treat you like shit. And she either want to be bothered or she don't. It looked like she liked your sister and her kids, and she ain't got no excuses for her hanging out with them and spending all that time with them. So behavior reflects intentions. Okay, y'all know that's what we teach over here on the brand new 715 channel. So just look at her behavior, and that'll let you know, Mia, where she's coming from. But I get it, honey. Okay, so let's hurry up and get the rest of these fools on out the way. That way we can get to it, the important part, honey, of the episode that Miss Robinson liked. We got Ashley. She's in therapy, and the damn baby is there. I'm like, goddamn, bitch, you could have Sheila come by the house for a few hours. I know Sheila ain't got no damn job. Damn, Ashley. But the baby was actually good through the little therapy session. She gets to talking about Michael and how, Dilling is at the same age as I guess the other baby was when Michael stepped out. So Ashley is worried, will he step out again? Girl, Ashley, just watch all the seasons of this show, girl. That man go step out. Shit. Okay, that's what Michael do best. The type of marriage you have. So why are you wasting all of our times, Ashley? Girl, stop playing with us. But, she's nervous. Michael don't want to have sex, really. He says he's too tired. Girl, let his old ass be tired then. Why do you even want to crawl up on top of that? Girl, that's like crawling on top of a nursing home patient, honey. No. Oh, no, honey. Miss Robinson wouldn't do it, couldn't do it. Ooh, no. Oh, no. Ugh, the visual of it, you guys. Okay, let me focus. But yeah, so the therapist is just like, well, do you believe what he says to you? And Ashley is like, well, yeah, I do. And I'm like, if you do, then, bitch, why are you in therapy? Okay, you already know the answer to these questions. So anyways, the therapist just tells her to try to talk to Michael to kind of gauge, where he's really at. Is he just really tired, or he just doesn't want to have sex with her? So, Ashley takes the therapist's advice, and, she also had talked to her about having a date night with Michael and being sexy and sensual, and, maybe they could just work on touching, that type of thing. So we see her in her little leopard number that she had on, and she trying to seduce Michael, and he just, oh, you so sexy and pretty. She had a little blindfold on him, and he touching all on her. They go in the room, and Miss Robinson threw the hell up. Okay, toe up from the flow up and damn near threw up, honey. Shout out to Shanae, honey. Okay, y'all remember when she used to say that? But yeah, I just was like, ugh, Michael and Ashley, don't have no more children, and I don't want to hear about your sex life. Not today, and bitch, tomorrow don't look good either. Miss Robinson don't want to hear that. Okay, guys, so next we got Wendy and her mother. Wendy is taking pictures for her candle line, and she says her mom and her daughter are her biggest inspirations, and she's gonna, I guess, name some candles after them. She looked really pretty in her pink. Her mom and her daughter did too. They end up talking about how Wendy grew up, and basically, you know, she had a African mom, and she was basically kind of told what she would be in this world. And now with her candle line, she's like, wow, I'm happy I'm finally doing some of the things that I want to do. My thing with Wendy is, you know, the type of mother you have. You got a bitch that's similar to Candace's mom, right? These women are old school. They don't want to hear that they did anything wrong in your childhood. I already knew when the mother got to saying how Wendy was a latchkey kid and all this shit. I was like, see, I was rolling my eyes, honey, and sucking my damn teeth because I already knew where the conversation was going. Wendy had mentioned something happened with her son, and she ended up apologizing to him. And then she thought to herself, like many of us do, okay, especially the one, yours truly, that's talking to y'all, because y'all know I'm all about breaking generational curses, honey, okay? But Wendy mentions that her mother has never apologized to her, and I'm looking like, yeah, Miss Robinson ain't never got no apology either, and ain't gonna get one, okay? Not from the mother I got, honey, okay? I wanted to tell Wendy that, girl, we will be waiting forever, baby, okay, for apology. But yeah, Wendy got to tell her mother that. The mother didn't want to hear that shit, okay, because she's a narcissist. Everything is about her and her feelings, and that didn't happen. She began gaslighting Wendy. Girl, I would apologize for y'all that I would be late coming home and y'all had to sit here by yourselves and wait on me. And Wendy was like, well, bitch, I don't remember that, you know. I don't remember that going like that. So they go back and forth. The mother threatens to leave the photo shoot, honey. And then she really does leave. She said, I'm about to call me an Uber and I'm out. And she stormed out. Wendy was begging her to stay. It was sad to look at. But if I was Wendy, what I would do is, you got to make a decision. Do you want to have your mom in your life? It looks like Wendy enjoys her mother. I haven't seen the mother do some of the things that Candace's mom has did, right? I think Candace's mom is like worse, but Wendy's mom is unhealthy as well, but only Wendy can decide if it's bad enough for her to just totally cut her mom off, right? Do y'all think Wendy will ever cut her mom off because of her behavior? I don't think she will. I don't think it's that bad to Wendy. But Wendy is just going to have to recognize, honey, these narcissists, they don't apologize. They don't admit when they wrong. Wendy was trying to get her to admit that, and the mother was like, honey, not today, and tomorrow don't look good. Either I don't make mistakes, I don't do nothing wrong, okay? So yeah, Wendy gonna have to figure out what she's gonna do with that, because mama ain't gonna change, honey, okay? So next, you guys, let's get to Gizelle and them daughters, honey. Ooh, child, out of the mouths of babes, honey, okay? Child, them kids shaded the hell out of Gizelle's home that she building for them. They called it crusty, and they said it looked like a shack, honey. I say it looked like a plantation home, honey, okay? Them damn girls are everything. Gizelle, I don't know. You're doing something right with them cheering, okay? They are funny. They are transparent. They are smart as hell. I'm so here for her daughters, okay?
That's her vow renewal, right? Yeah. Should I bring a date to Cameron's thing?
Yes. I mean, if you don't know them, you don't want to bring them out. You don't know how they're going to.
Now, really quickly, guys, should Gizelle bring somebody to Karen's vow renewal? I think she should. Because at this point, you need to bring somebody, honey. Not Jamal, okay? Not Sherman. Don't move backward, honey. Forward is the motion. So I would get somebody, you know, somebody nice looking, handsome. One of these men you claim you dating, I would bring somebody. Okay? That way these girls will be like, oh, Gizelle, she's actually seeing somebody. She ain't all up in our business. I know some of y'all rolling your eyes, sucking your damn teeth, saying, Miss Robinson, she ain't got nothing to prove to them. Yes, she do. Shit. Yes, she do. Karen made this joke about Gizelle and how on this episode, and I kind of feel like those jokes are kind of getting old. I guess the joke was so old, honey, Miss Robinson forgot to report on it, honey, when it happened. But yeah, she tried to mention, you know, how her and Ray been married for a long time and Gizelle can't keep nobody. We already know that, Karen. We already know the girl don't stay with nobody. Okay, we don't need to keep hearing these little jabs. All right. Hopefully Gizelle gets it together.
Yeah, this is true. Okay, but guys, how do you guys feel about me, you know, going out every now and again?
That's fine. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
We just don't want you alone and gross and by yourself.
Woo! Look how Gizelle looking like, I'm not gonna have you heifers on camera no more, okay? Just, girl, you think the girls on this show be shading Gizelle, honey. Them damn, you got 3 of them shading your ass, honey. I was here for it, honey. I spit out my drink. I said, oh no.
Huh? I want you to like die alone. So.
She not dying alone.
It's looking like that.
Damn. They said it's looking like that. Yes. Tell her the truth. Tell her, oh Lord. Oh, out of the mouths of babes, honey. Oh Lord, these children and the truth, honey. I hope my Shammy don't be reading me like this one day, honey. Oh, child. It's too much for Miss Robinson.
You don't have anyone near you. Yeah, you're pretty lonely.
Damn, your kids are saying you're pretty lonely. You got Wendy dragging your ass, Karen, Gizelle, these damn girls. Girl, you better bring a date. Okay, I want that motherfucker handcuffed to you. Okay? Shit, something. Woo, child.
Okay, but right now, I'm casually dating.
And when you say things like I am casually dating, and I know some of y'all go roll your eyes and suck your damn teeth and say, ain't nothing wrong with that, Miss Robinson. That's another form of her being emotionally unavailable. Because she needs to admit that I am dating for a purpose. I'm dating, you know, like at least change how you say it. But when you just say, oh, I'm casually dating, that way the shit can fall apart and you could fail again. And then it's, yeah, but it was just casual, you know. I don't know if y'all are following me, but honey, we gonna get to it.
You're dating someone?
Yes. But these are just casual encounters.
Booty calls? Shit, let Miss Robinson know, girl, what we doing, Gizelle? With your pretty ass. Fucking gorgeous, okay? But it happens.
Do you want a serious relationship?
Not right now.
See, I don't want to see all of that. Emotionally unavailable. And I know some of y'all will say, but that's really what it is. And it's true. She is protecting herself, right? Okay, she's protecting herself. She's not allowing herself to be vulnerable. Ladies, okay, hear me out. I'm a strong woman, independent, you know, no nonsense, take care of all my shit by myself. I see a lot of Gizelle within me. Okay, but when it comes to love and attracting love, you gotta allow your walls to come down. Nobody's saying Gizelle has to get married, but admit, I want a serious, committed relationship. I want to be happy with somebody. You have to tell yourself the truth, because this lie and this facade that you are putting on, no one is buying it. I'm not buying it. Okay? And I think Jamal Bryant did a number on her. All that cheating, all that lying. She tried to get back together with him, I should say, and put her family back together. It was a facade. It was fake. If it was real, nothing, the pandemic, COVID, none of that would have gotten in the way of that relationship progressing. it was a storyline for the show. Gizelle, I need you to own that and tell the truth. Okay, you can't be on this show pointing out the truths in other people's relationships, but you're unwilling to look at the truth that's in front of you. Okay? So, I'm going to say that. I played for y'all a video with Monique basically saying, what she said about, you can't just be a pretty woman in your relationship. You have to have other things going for you. She was so right with that. Y'all know I don't do Monique Samuels. I'm not her biggest fan. But when a bitch is telling the truth, she's telling the truth. And she had even mentioned, I want my husband to like other things about me. And we see that Chris Samuels, he does. He does like other things about Monique. Monique has cried on here. And we've seen her husband console her, have her back, hug her, and, oh, baby, you ain't got to cry, and vulnerability. Okay? You got to be able to do that. We see Candace do it with Chris all the time. I haven't really seen Wendy and Eddie. I imagine they seem pretty united. I imagine Karen and Ray have been through it, been together 25 years. Just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean it has not happened. With Gizelle is missing that. You gotta be able to cry. You gotta allow people to see you scared, afraid. You gotta admit that you are those things. There's nothing wrong with it. You are beautiful when you are vulnerable, but you are not beautiful when you are guarded, when you are cold, when you are dismissive, when you are giving these other couples relationship advice that you can't even uphold yourself. She's gonna have to change her image, guys. It's okay to be a strong woman, self-sufficient, independent. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with teaching your daughters that. But that's only being one-sided. And I'm not one of these YouTubers that's gonna tell you just to be one side. You need to be both. You go have to be vulnerable. You go have to let somebody in and see you in a weak moment. You're going to have to allow the walls to come down. Okay. If she's beautiful right now, she'll really be beautiful once she does those things. And then love can come in, right? With the right man.
Just for fun, because she's boring.
What? Who is this man? None of your business.
We just don't want you to be by yourself. That's all. We just don't want you to be by yourself.
I got my foot is kind of starting.
Do y'all hear those girls? They are very worried about their mother. Very worried about her. I thought it was funny that Gizelle mentioned the one girl is dating. That Grace. Grace is beautiful. Twins are beautiful too. They're all just getting too big. I was like, damn, these kids done grew up fast.
I want to sit down for a second. Woo, child. Oh, God.
I think we're going to break the bench.
Now, this bench is a little rickety. It's a little rickety. Speaking of, like, dating and all that kind of good stuff, you guys made it very clear to me that I'm emotionally unavailable. I have not necessarily been vulnerable in my relationships with men.
Okay, so really quickly, guys, I'm going to read to you all signs that you may be emotionally unavailable. I have went through this. I have been in a relationship with someone that was emotionally unavailable, and it is very hurtful. Okay? So let me read you those signs. So one of the signs is they don't open up to you. They keep it superficial. And when you try to get deeper, they get skittish or changes the subject. What does she do when they ask her about her dating life? She always changes the subject. Okay? I also want y'all to think back to when her and Candace got into it, and Candace said, well, I guess our relationship will remain on the surface the way it's always been, superficial. It's kind of like, and Candace even mentioned something about Gizelle this season, about, how like she didn't say that Gizelle was emotionally unavailable, but she did make a comment that Gizelle isn't a very emotional person and you don't really ever understand how she's feeling. And a lot of you all, I think some of you all, I should say, think that, oh, she's just being strong and no. As women, we all can be strong, but we all feel a way about something, and you have to let that show. You know, it's all a part of being transparent and being honest, right? And when you are those things, people can trust you more. You are going to attract men that want to be with you. They don't want to be with this strong, cold person that never needs them, and they don't want that. So we can say whatever we want about Monique Samuels, right? But she lets it be known that she needs her husband. And I know some of y'all like, bitch, that's a bad example, but even with people I don't necessarily like, I can see something within them that they may have over somebody that, you know, I may like more. Even Candace and Chris. Candace cries. Candace is always in touch with how she feels. Now, she seems like she has a little bit more issues than Gizelle does, right? Because of that mother. And I actually got a video coming up on Candace and Dorothy. It also says someone is emotionally unavailable. They are inconsistent. They act like the relationship is moving forward, but then it takes 2 steps back. What did we see with her and Jamal? It also says you don't feel like you can trust them to do what they say they will do and what they really mean. It also says another sign that you are emotionally unavailable is that you are not over a previous loss. They will still talk about their ex with too much passion. They bolt when things get tough. When emotions come up or things get hard, they disappear. They can't tolerate big feelings, conflict, or needs. They go dark at the first sign of trouble. I done been there myself. Another sign of being emotionally unavailable is they have trust issues. They can't open up to you, be vulnerable, tolerate closeness. If you notice on this show, she's only close with Robin. She's not friends with everybody else like that. They don't share private information and are secretive. She's very secretive with her relationship. Even in that confessional, she wouldn't even mention who she was dating. But yet she will be in everybody else's business on this show. And you can't keep moving like that. Now, yes, she can come to the reunions, you know, by herself. She has always did that, right? And that's cool. That's a sign of strength, because some of them I don't think could do that. But at the same time, she still has some work to do, you guys, and I can see it. I saw myself within her. That's why I was like, yeah, she's emotionally unavailable. It also says they expect the worst of people, and you are no exception. Okay? And it also mentioned that they are superficial. They keep the conversation shallow and their life is focused on the superficial. They care a lot about what other people think of them and are focused on what they have and how people look. They could care less about creating bonds and connections than they do about looking good to others. I think even on this show, she wants to look good to the other women. Oh, I got the house and the cars, and oh, I'm looking nice and I keep my body up. But those women, they notice that there's something missing within her. But see, when they come at her kind of in the wrong way. They always come in a, you can't keep a man, when it's deeper than that. She's emotionally unavailable, and that's why she can't stay with somebody. So they need to finish the sentence. That's what it is. Ain't no, you can't get a man, you can't keep, she can fucking get a man looking like that. Oh yeah. But they're not gonna, the right one is not gonna stick around if she got all them walls up. All right, so those are some signs of being emotionally unavailable, and I will do another video on this.
Okay, so you guys are going to start dating very soon. If you're not already, Grace Gizelle Bryant. And I don't want you guys to be that way.
Well, it's like harder for us because like we don't see you like in relationships. It's like it's hard to like look up to you or dad.
And the daddy is just a hoe. You a hoe. You know you a hoe. How do you know? Because we told you so.
You saw a marriage and then you saw it like disappear and then we just never saw one. We never saw one at all. I don't even remember you guys being married. It's hard to see what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, to see what it actually is.
Wow, this is like worse than I thought.
I mean, it's not your fault, but it's just like, it's just hard for us and it's going to be hard for our whole lives because we never had that experience.
I was born with walls. I just did not know what they were until my children are staring me in my face and telling me. Emotionally, I am as tough as it gets, but I don't ever want to be so tough that I can't be a better example to them.
And that is what I really like about Gizelle is we probably can't get through to Gizelle, but these kids can. And some people, they don't give a damn about their kids and how their behavior is hurting their kids. But when she took that time to really listen to what they were saying, I knew that they really got through to her. They really did. And that was really dope.
A lot of things that I could have discussed with your father to make things better in our relationship, and I chose not to. That's on me. It's okay to talk about how you feel.
But also you should lead by example. Right now it looks like you're kind of like a vampire. You don't really have any feelings, so...
Damn. Woo!
Accept that mommy's going to do better.
I do, but it's been 50 years of struggle.
Damn, not 50 years of struggle. Come on, girls. Come on. Let the girl... Can she get up first? I feel like I was taken back to when Tyson was getting in the ring, honey, and knocking the boys out, honey, okay? Gizelle, girl. Woo. So we got Gizelle in therapy. Let me play some of that.
But I do remember, and I needed to work on being a little bit more vulnerable.
Right.
I think I terminate all my relationships. Is that bad?
Where did that emotion go? Where did it go?
And actually, that's kind of like why we're here, because I'm talking to the girls, and they inform me that I'm emotionally unavailable for them.
So that must be really troubling for you.
Yes. I always want to make sure I'm being my best self, especially when it comes to me being a mom. And if my kids are going to hit me upside the head with the fact that, you know, mommy's not emotionally available for them, I have not necessarily been vulnerable in my relationships with men. And I don't want you guys to be that way.
Well, it's like it's hard to like look up to you or dad because like we don't see you like in relationships.
Then definitely I've got to do something about it. Also, I had reconnected with their father.
Why did you reconnect with your ex-husband?
Good question. I don't know. I just felt like I was at a place.
Girl, stop playing with us for a damn storyline, okay?
Where I wanted to take that leap, you know, to get the family back together.
Was there like a love force that was driving you to do this?
I felt like he was looking at me a little bit different. Much more respect. And before the pandemic, we were seeing each other all the time, flying back and forth, all that.
Blow it.
Not being able to see each other, it just made me look at everything differently. And it just made me feel like I do like my space. I do like my freedom. Yes, I need a man. I want a man. I just don't want to answer to one.
Partnerships about two people answering to one another and being accountable. What message do you think that you are communicating.
And with her saying that, you guys, that's another sign she's emotionally unavailable. It's kind of like, I want the relationship without the relating. And it's like, that cannot happen. And I kind of get where she's coming from. Like, I don't want to answer to anybody. I don't want nobody telling me what to do with my money. Maybe she can have boundaries in her next relationship, but she's going to have to learn to open up a bit more.
To your daughters about relationships.
Probably not good ones.
Now they've seen their parents reconnect and then now separate, and they're wondering, what is love? What is it? What is it really all about?
And I think her getting back with Jamal was, even if it was for a storyline, it was probably like not the best thing. Not for those girls. It probably made it just worse because they never really approved of the relationship. They probably felt like it was fake. The fact that they didn't work it out and she's trying to blame everything on the pandemic, I'm not buying it. I don't think that you all ever had the intentions of staying together. I'm talking about her and Jamal, you know?
It's horrible.
Maybe you just haven't had honest, open conversations with them about what you're going through. They say, Mom, you're not emotionally available.
Right.
That means you're cold.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was doing a good job. Apparently, I've been having some missteps.
Let your walls down.
What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? Okay. That therapist is telling her right. I really like him. What's his name? Dr. Ken. Don't Candace see him?
Because when your walls come down, there's a beauty that comes out.
Ooh, come on, baby. I said it.
You have the opportunity to make a major change.
Mm-hmm.
And when your daughters grow up, they're going to remember how they felt around you, that connection.
When it comes to relationships, I feel like emotionally I am as tough as it gets. Sherman and I are done. It's a wrap.
Ooh.
How's the relationship with you and Jamal right now?
It's not good.
Do y'all see, even with these clips that they are playing, that, oh, well, it's a wrap with Sherman, and that was her time to go in another room with Robin and cry and let those emotions out. I think she was tired, though, you know, with Sherman, like with how he was acting, and I kind of don't blame her, but still, you have to let it all out. That way you can heal and you're not taking how you felt with that person into your next situation. Because if you don't deal with those emotions, they will deal with you and they will come out, you know, at the most inappropriate times.
Know each other, you know each other's bumps and bruises. You would have to be getting to know a whole new person.
Or I could just be by myself for a little while. But I do want to set a good example for my girls and help them whenever they get into their relationships, and to know my door is always open for them, and they've got to be able to feel that.
Let me tell you what I see in your eyes right now.
What?
Vulnerability.
And that right there, you guys, that will make her even more attractive to men. And it's not a matter of her crying all the time and being weak, but just letting her guards come down, her allowing herself to feel. When you are emotionally unavailable, you don't give yourself permission to do that. You feel like you got to be strong for everybody and you got to be stoic and you got to be the perfect mom. And I think even with Gizelle, she needs to stop doing things just for her daughters and do it for herself. Because once you can do it for yourself, it's going to be easier to do it for your daughters and lead by example when it comes to them. So she needs to give herself permission.
Because I feel like I have direction. So if you're telling me that these things will help my children, then I'm going to do it.
All right, you guys. All right. That is all honey Miss Robinson has to say about all of that. I want y'all to get down in my comments, honey. Let me know what you thought about this episode. Let me know what you thought about Gizelle's part in particular. Have you ever been in an emotionally unavailable relationship? Did you see yourself through Gizelle? Because I know when I saw her, and when I see her period on this show, she has a certain aspect of who I am inside of her. That's why I know what I'm looking at, right? But I really loved her part, like, more than any of the other parts. Don't get me wrong, I got my life, honey, with Ashley G and Mia. That was funny, but this part really hit home for me, and I just loved it. I love the dialogue between her and her daughters, and her going to see the therapist, and hopefully she continues to see him and she works on this issue, because I think that being emotionally unavailable is common. I think we all kind of, have an aspect to ourselves that's like that, right? And maybe, we're not really willing to take that second look and do something about it. So y'all let me know how y'all felt about that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.